Alright, let's talk about OnePlus 10 series. OnePlus 9 series was slightly different than its predecessor OnePlus 8 series. And if I talk about OnePlus 10 series, it is going to be again slightly different. Not vastly different, but slightly different. But there are going to be some additional phones that are going to come in this series. Like in OnePlus 9, you have got OnePlus 9 RT, and probably RT, just RT without the 9 is going to launch. Even in OnePlus 10 series, you will have OnePlus 10, you will have OnePlus 10 Pro, and you will have OnePlus 10 RT. And I'll tell you what, this time the launch timeline is going to be a little different. Generally, till the 9 series, it has always been that in 1 or 2 day difference, it is launched globally in India and as well as China. But this time, Jan and Feb will be the launch event for China. And then after about couple of months, probably between March and April, it will launch globally and in India. Probably there will be 3 launch events, one for India, one globally, and the first one in China. So that's what it is going to be. Generally, in the mid of the year, OnePlus phones launch. This time around, it's going to be first half of the year. Okay, first up, let's talk about how they are going to look. They're not going to look like this, at least from the back. The camera module is changed. It is more like S21. Yes, it is fused with the frame of the phone. It is metal. Yes, it flows all the way onto the frame. And if you look at that camera module, you can see from far it feels as if there are 4 sensors. No, there are only 3 sensors. And legacy is going to be carried from OnePlus 9 series. Triple camera, 50 megapixel plus 48 megapixel plus 8 megapixel. 8 megapixel is going to be a telephoto sensor with the 3.3x optical zoom. And yes, you can clearly see Hasselblad branding. So this time around, even in OnePlus 10, they are going to have partnership with Hasselblad. So Hasselblad tuning is going to be there. One difference though is going to be in the selfie camera, and I'm not too sure about it. It might be a 32 megapixel selfie camera. Generally, OnePlus has stuck to their 16 megapixel selfie sensors, but this time, I think there needs to be an upgrade. If not on the rear, at least on the front. Let's talk about performance, let's talk about specification, and yes, it is going to be on Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 flagship processor. And both of them, whether it is OnePlus 10 or OnePlus 10 Pro, both of them are going to be on the latest chipsets. Talking about variants, the base variant is going to be 8128 as usual. The only thing is, if they bring a 512 GB variant, that would be nice, because Apples of the world have gone up to 1 terabyte, and this year they might go to 2 terabyte. OnePlus at least should move to 512 GB storage. Thankfully, the RAM type and storage type are going to be the latest LPDDR5 or 5X and UFS 3.1 storage. Alright, display is a big part of OnePlus phone, especially their flagship phones, and OnePlus 10 is going to be no different. Top of the line displays. OnePlus 10 Pro will get a curved screen, 2K screen, 120 Hz fast refresh rate screen, and it is going to be a bigger screen as well, probably a 6.67 inch. At least that's what I think. It's not going to be smaller than that. But if you talk about a non-Pro variant, OnePlus 10, that will be around 6.53 inches screen, and it is going to be a FHD plus screen, and it is going to be a flat one. But yes, it is, both of them are going to be their patented fluid AMOLED displays. Let's talk about battery. Battery 5000 mAh. Slowly, the size of OnePlus phone batteries, flagship phone batteries, have been increasing, but I think 5000 is where they'll stop, and I think that is the ideal size for a battery. And talking about fast charging, there the rumors are that it is going to be 125, at least on the Pro variant. I am not too sure of it. I really think it is going to be about 65 watt warp charging, which they have, which they had in their OnePlus 9 Pro. It is going to get carried forward to OnePlus 10 series as well. If it comes with 125 watt, that will be great. But yes, wireless charging 50 watt is going to be there. One thing I forgot while talking about camera, there were rumors earlier that this time around OnePlus 10 series will have a periscope lens. I don't see it, at least from the renders. At this point of time, I don't see it. And other features are all going to be there, including IP68 certification. So yeah, all those things are there. But I'll tell you what, in OnePlus 10 series, I do want to tell OnePlus to get a few things. Yes, what is my wish list for OnePlus 10 series? First up, and this is India specific, their prices have been consistently creeping up. Yes, I mean, we are going beyond 60,000 for OnePlus Pro, the Pro variant, and normal variant goes beyond 55,000, and that's steep pricing. Remember, OnePlus made their name as a flagship killer, although they are not now, but prices have been consistently going up, and I do not want that. I in fact want OnePlus 10 series should be lower than OnePlus 9 series pricing. If not, at least same. Don't make them expensive. Even if it is 1,000, 2,000, no. It should be same or lower than that. Than OnePlus 9 series. About camera, I'll tell you what. Yes, their specifications are good, sensors are good, Hasselblad tuning is there. But overall, I thought it was underwhelming. Yeah, I was expecting quite a lot with this Hasselblad tuning or Hasselblad branding or Hasselblad partnership. But it did not happen. I mean, real life photos were inconsistent. I mean, while some photos really came out quite good, other time we really saw a lot of color shift and stuff like that. So I want their cameras, especially their rear cameras, to perform consistently. That is an important point. You know, if you compare the iPhones of the world or even flagships from Samsung and other brands, I think OnePlus needs to get there. They are still not there. Couple of things which are already there in OnePlus 9 series, and they need to keep it. Charger in the box. Please don't get inspired by iPhones and even Samsungs for that matter. Samsung phones. Yeah, they don't give charger in the box. And I have a sneaky feeling that this time around, the box of OnePlus 10 series is going to be smaller and it is not going to have in-box charger. That will be bad. OnePlus, don't do it. Don't do it. And finally, talking about their OS. Yes, we know now the OS at the back end is integrated with Color OS. But, you know, that identity, Oxygen OS needs to have their own identity. Even the backend engine, even though the backend engine is of Color OS, it needs to be more Oxygen OS than Color. It needs more Oxygen than Color. Let me put it that way. Alright friends, that's what I wanted to talk about OnePlus 10, OnePlus 10 Pro. If you have any questions, please do let us know in the comment section. If you have liked this video, yes, hit that like button. That's about it in this video. Until next time, keep tracking and stay safe.